few
So
people, we have a private convo.
yeah, sure, for sure. What happened
Oh my god, I just
with
moved the
the
screen.
rabbit?
Oh, where's the rabbit? I haven't seen the rabbit.
I see a wandering puppy. That's
I think I moved
the
the screen by
name.
mistake.
Yeah, I will look
Oh,
it up
Wandering
just
Poppy
now.
is the rabbit?
I think it's the same because that's one of the these default names that Spatial assigns to to people when they just join with the link without registering for an account. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, I can hear
Cannot
you
hear me
perfect.
anymore. Okay, good.
I
I'm
hear
going
you.
to finish posting in a couple more places and probably
Yeah,
Instagram
go ahead.
and again, but then
I'm gonna I'm gonna share it in our Discord. Share it in Discord. Let's see. Discord. See, Maxim.
hello, hello.
Oh, we're still dancing. Okay, let's dance.
Yeah,
Why don't you have a name?
I don't know why I see Tony without a name.
Oh, Maximiliano is the camera. Yo, what up? Nice way to communicate, bro.
Yeah. Okay, let's wait for a couple more minutes, or then we can start. Maximiliano will be recording, and we can do this
Yeah,
as a conversation. I know a couple more people are joining, but I don't know why they aren't here
don't
yet.
worry. Don't worry. I'll record it also. So if you can send the recording, we can share the recording everywhere. We'll make it interesting.
Oh, for sure. We can make into clips as well. Oh, hello, hello. I don't know the name of the person that just joined. I cannot see the names of either you or the person that just joined, so I cannot call you by name, which is
I
awful.
cannot see anyone. I still can see participants, so I don't know.
I see the person that's in front of us just disconnected, but I cannot see your name.
My name?
Yeah, your name.
I see the Rabbit King just joined the space.
Oh, yes, Rabbit King. Hello, Rabbit King. Welcome to the Sanctum Blend stage. Uh, oh, hello.
Yo, the
Uh,
Rabbit King in the house. Oh,
okay, so I think we can just get started and see people come in
I'm gonna press record
during the
now.
presentation.
Yes,
Okay,
I'm gonna start
that's great.
recording
So
also.
for okay, awesome. So doing this as a conversation We have here Arabic King. I don't know if this is your first time on the stage, and also for you, Alejo, this is the Sound Community stage. This is our virtual venue where we host open events and free events. We invite different speakers to talk and share with people in the community about different topics. We have hosted talks about architecture, artificial intelligence, also 3D design, video games design, finance, philosophy, so you name it. We want this to be an open space where anyone can come in and just share their knowledge a bit and just talk in a pretty informal manner. So this is great. And now let me present to you Freaketon. Alejo Arango, Freaketon is here with us on stage. Alejo is Freaketon, sorry, it's a master evangelist and strategic advisor with a passion for creating thriving tribes for brands and projects. With his journey spans from filmmaking to founding companies in the spaces of media, tech, and Web3, and he's armed with a creative spirit and expertise in topics like AI and gamification and community building. That's why he's here today. So he has been creating powerful narratives and innovative frameworks to create communities and tribes that we want to learn what a tribe is and what a community is and what the difference between is. So he's also a passionate mentor and he has an innovative mindset. So let's dive deep into the world of community building and storytelling with Freakiton. So Freakiton, the stage is yours and welcome to the Santander stage and thank you for all of you that joined us today.
Yo, thank you for the invite. Glad to be here with everyone. Welcome to the freaky world. Thank you, Sunken Blue, for inviting Camilo. It's been great. Wow, those are cool moves, bro. I can also throw myself some moves. Check it out. Check it out. I can do some moves. Yeah. Let's go, everyone. Let's dance so we can start. Get that energy flowing. Okay, so thank you. As you said it, Camilo, I'm obsessed with tribes, and I've been obsessed with tribes for a while. But let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm an experimenter, a searcher, and obsessed with learning. And I started my career in the film industry. And my first film became actually the first remake sold in Latin America to a studio. And that kind of opened a lot of doors for me. But every time I was looking to tell a story back then, I found too many obstacles in my life. So my fight became about knocking down the walls that the system had imposed. And I participated in about 21 films with some stars and with some big names. And it was quite a journey. And I was doing music videos for big reggaeton stars, big music stars. But I wasn't happy yet. And up to a point, we created a biotech company. We sold it. We invested everything in a couple of films, and we lost. We lost all our capital. So we had to figure out new ways. And that's when tech, like, I always been a geek and tech has always been in my life, but I was never developing or creating tools. And I discovered that creating solutions in the digital technical world was kind of the same journey. It was kind of like talking. It was part of the storytelling. A product has to tell a story. And you and the company, you have to tell the story. And the stories have to be aligned from the founders, the investors, to the user, to the client. So what I did was I took this approach. We created this platform. We became the biggest platform of Latin American cinema in the world. But then after COVID, everything stopped working and Web3 came into my life. So when I came into Web3, I felt for the first time in my life that I had found my tribe. And that's how I'm going to get there because I've always been freaky. I never belonged to my city. I never belonged to my school. I went to 6 different schools, 3 different careers, and I never belonged because I was either too crazy or too poor or too rich or too into hip hop or too into electronic music. So I never had a tribe of my own, or too geeky because I play Dungeons and Dragons and Magic the Gathering. So it was kind of like I was always looking for that. And when I came into Web3, I found all these people from around the world that were speaking the same language, and they were fighting for the same, and they were also rebellious. And that's when I discovered the new ways of doing business, the new ways of creating, the new ways of connecting. And through NFTs, through blockchain and crypto projects, I started finding my tribe. So, what's the difference for me? And this is for Alejo. What's the difference between a community and a tribe? So the way I see it is, in life you start with an audience. You know, people that listen to you and they can hear you, but to get audience involved, you need to be, you know, persistent, persuasive, and consistent, and do it all the time. But out of those, you will start finding a community who's the people that is highly engaged, you know, he likes what you say, has something to comment. But then you have the next level. You have the tribe. And the tribe responds to a very deep human need. It's a human need of connection and belonging, but the connection is done by the principles, the dreams, the vision, the values you have and you share together. So that's when the connections in with someone are stronger, because you connect in the deepest level you can connect. So that became my obsession on how to build tribes and how to discover. It's more than build it, it's more to discover the tribe that connect with you, what you do and what you want to accomplish, more than build it. What you build is the place to connect. What you build is the tools to thrive. But you discover the tribe, because you cannot force anyone to like what you like, to love what you love, to think how you think. But you can find them now everywhere, anywhere in the world. So we go back for thousands of years, and that's how humans evolved. That's the way. We didn't develop claws or fangs and stuff like that, like lions. We got together. We got together with one goal, it was surviving. But then we started developing all these other concepts, you know, of around storytelling and abstract concept about God and life and music and all these things. So we actually used, when we got into created the tribes, storytelling became the way to pass on our knowledge, our beliefs, our vision, and our dreams, and the thoughts and the learnings on how to do things, you know, how to create fire and all these things. So tribes and storytelling have always been connected. Actually, the driver for for the tribes that thrive is storytelling. So when I say, hey, we're going to talk about the tribes, I mean we're going to talk about groups of people with common dreams, beliefs, vision, values, and purpose that want to thrive together and accomplish something they deeply believe in. And that's when you have, or for me, that's when you get and create real businesses. That's when you create real projects. That's when you create real things, because you're connecting with everyone in a deeper level, and everyone is allowed to thrive. So Web3 gave me that. And then I've been a gamer all my life. I've been playing since I first had a computer, even before that with Atari. And I had a Tandy Meat, and I was playing all the time. And because games for me, it was a way of meditation and mindfulness, and it was a way to try and learn from my mistakes and try again. And it was the right attitude. So I became a hardcore gamer, and still at age 44, I'm still a hardcore gamer. Still try to play a lot. I try to play with my daughters and everything. So all these things connected with the world I wanted, and that's how I got into the metaverse. That's how I got into Web3, and that's how I became obsessed with AI. So those are my three topics, but everything is around story that building tribes with powerful storytelling. So for me, what are tribal projects? And a few weeks ago, I was meeting with one of the co-founders of OpenAI, and we were discussing about the future of our world, the future of humanity, and the future of of projects and companies. And one of the things that came to the table from an investor, a VC investor, was like, oh, but I don't want to invest in all these companies that are just piggybacking in other AI and other tools. I want to only invest in real LLMs and all those things. And the guy from OpenAI is like, no, this whole world of investing in has changed, and technology will become a commodity. Content is becoming a commodity. What are the businesses of the future? Businesses of the future is no matter what technology, no matter what content, no matter what you're doing, there's a big tribe behind it. Because when there's a big tribe behind anything, you have a group of people pushing towards the same goal with a commitment of everyone thriving and accomplishing that dream. And it's a space where everyone can give their best, can give what they're good at, what they're good for, what they're, if you're a creator, you're a writer, if you're a dancer, if you're a how do you say, a carpintero, carpenter, whatever you are, you can give it to the tribe to generate collective value, and the value will come back to you. So those businesses are what I call unbeatable business. It's is the business of the future. There are a couple of companies, there are a few companies that operate like that. But when you have a strong tribe, you can be small, it doesn't matter. You can have only 100 people, 1,000 people in your tribe, but you will last. You will grow. Because if you're honest and really connected with that tribe, you will be able to thrive and thrive together. Now, what is the basis for that? I'm not seeing. Wait, I was not seeing the audience. I want to see the audience, but to see the audience, I got around. So sorry for this. I was just changing my camera. So the basis to building this whole strive, strength, and everything is storytelling, and this is where people like me come in, because we go deep in we go deep in understanding everyone's journey. And when I talk about understanding everyone's journey, I'm not talking about, you know, geographic or where you are in the world or your age or your gender. No, I want to know deep inside you, what are your motivations? What are your set of beliefs? Where do you come from? How was your family growing up? What are your fears? Because that's the deep part of connection among humans. It's at that subconscious level. So when you start and when you go and look at true, deep, meaningful relationships, you're not connected because of pair of Nike sneakers. You're connected because you're both dreaming to be Michael Jordan. Because probably you come from a place where you saw Michael Jordan and you saw the possibility to make it, and you want to wear his sneakers because you want to be that. So when you meet someone like that, you already connect, but you're not connecting because of the sneakers. You're connecting because of your dreams. So when we're building storytelling for tribes, we got to go back and deep, from the founders to the last user. And the story has to be aligned in a subconscious level. The story has to be told from every perspective you're looking, but it has to connect all the characters in it. And that's the way you discover, okay, what are the words we use? What are the events we use? how do we build that from there? And that's not easy, that's not fast, but that has to be done because when the story is not aligned from the top to bottom, and I put at the bottom the founders and at the top the users, when it's not aligned, you will have a disconnection and you won't be able to create a tribe. So for me, storytelling is the base and the connector for tribe building. So when we talk about storytelling, we cannot leave out one part. This is really weird. I'm not seeing the people. Okay, I see a lot of hippos. Anonymous, camel, hippo, and Camilo. Hmm. But one of the most important things in a tribe, and this is something we work really hard on understanding and creating and experimenting and doing it and listen to the tribe to what they like, is the rituals, because it's through the rituals that we create the synapses, the brain synapses that actually make memories that allow the connections and the belonging feeling to happen. So creating the rituals like this, I think this event at Sunken Blib is kind of like a ritual you guys have. You do it every I don't know how often you do it, every week or every other week, but it becomes a ritual for you to come here, hang out, and share knowledge and all these things. So these will stick in your memory. You know, it's like we were dancing in the floor. We were dancing here with, I think it was the rabbit and Camilo, and that, that you remember, that you will remember. And I remember dancing at the Sunken Blake talk, and doing like my cool dance moves and all those things. That is what creates memories. But the rituals can be as simple as just the way we say hello, or the way we celebrate birthdays, or the ways we live the Fridays, or the ways we wake up in the morning. It can go anywhere. Or you can have like an evangelism kind of event. All those things. People, it's not the party, the corporate party that happens and everyone gets together in Vegas. It's more about the details. It's more about the small things that allow the connection to happen. So I'm gonna jump here. Yeah, be among you. So I think these are the main tools to build a storytelling tribal platform that will allow you to find your tribe. And if you're looking for the Sunken Blip tribe, all you got to do is start knowing the story from the founders and from the users and from everyone there. So the way for me to start building tribes and the beginning is understanding the story and creating that story, creating that backstory that brings us together. So the way I do it, or for my own projects or projects that I'm advising, is besides working with frameworks, is getting to know people, is having conversation, is going out, is having a drink. And if we're different parts of the world, we do that digitally. We do that in the metaverse, or we do that in a video. It's the same. He's having those deep conversations that allow you to search for those connecting points and understand the why the person, why someone is building. When you understand that, and when you start communicating it right, the people you start attracting towards you connect with it, and they do it because they're reading it the way. Actually, when we were fundraising for one project, we knew what type of investor we wanted, and we knew what type of investor we didn't want. So we decided to start our pitch emotionally, telling a story. And the financials and the people we didn't want just disconnected and say like, whoa, 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 no, I cannot do this. And we knew that was the kind of people we didn't want. So you start filtering your tribe on purpose just to attract the people you want. So you create content to grow your audience, but in the ones that are creating or connecting and having engagement, you start having activities that if they connect with those activities or those rituals, they will start becoming part of your tribe. Tribe takes time. tribe takes care. But if you really care about what you're doing, you're gonna find other people that really care about it. But you also gotta give them the tools for them to thrive and show their value. If you only want to have a community, okay, be fun, connect, create content like crazy, respond to everything they do. But if you're thinking about a tribe, you got to be thinking about how can I serve you to allow you to be yourself, the best version of your biggest vision of yourself. So we all connect with that, the tribe will start growing automatically because yeah, it's like the best acquisition engine is to have people like that. And I don't think if you have a strong product, strong project, and a really well built tribe, you will ever need marketing. All you need is to get your voice out there. And the best way to get your voice out there will be your tribe. So you can build your tribe in Telegram. You can build your tribe in WhatsApp. You can build your tribe in Discord. You just gotta build it where your tribe is and where your tribe it's comfortable. But you know, we're sitting here in spatial, and this is the metaverse. So we just filter like I don't know how many 8 billion something people on the planet just to be here, but already being here it connects us, we're people that love tech, probably we love gaming, testing new technologies, experimenting and searching and learning, and we have the patience and we have the capability to learn fast and go through obstacles and make the technology work. So there are already concepts that unify us or all the ones sitting here. Now the whys of everyone could be different, but then, if Sunken, if Blambin and everything is doing this and is helping us towards that, and is helping the freak to get freaky, and is helping the freak to talk more about tribes and to talk more about connecting and new ways of doing business in an abundant world, not scarcity fucking systems made up, but we're changing that, and I can be a creator here and I can have fun and I can be talking to people and dancing at the same time and playing music and doing all this dramatic stuff and putting emotions and all that. You got me. You know, this is a place for me. So okay, I'm part of the tribe. So I think there's something connecting us. And but I want to talk to you, and I really want us to talk. I'm passing the presentation on my computer, just thinking that the presentation also moves. And so what I want to do, this is my inner version. This is the way one of my the characters in my head, and sometimes he comes out, Jaguar Freaky. But let's if you have some questions, if you want to talk about it, if you want to tell me about tribes you have or tribes you want to build, let's do it. I love it. The clapping sounds really fun.
That's awesome, Freaketon. Thank you for the conversation and for this actually pretty enlightening, um, yeah, discussion and development on the topic of tribes and how it differs, because this is a concept that actually I think it comes directly. It's a pretty recent concept and coming directly from Web3 communities, as you mentioned, in which you no longer had just like a group of clients. If you were building a project, no, you got a lot of people which you work together that share the vision, that they were all putting the effort to bring something forward. So I think that's pretty interesting. I would like to open up the stage for any questions you may have. I'm not sure that the people that have guest accounts can open their mic, but you can always type your questions in the chat that you have on the yeah, in the right part of your screen. You can type any questions that you may have or any discussions, any comments. I mean, this is an open space. You can say whatever you want. And thank you again, Freakiton. That was amazing. I have some questions of my own, but I will want to first. Yeah. have the space open for other people to comment or ask. So feel free, any of the anonymous, Tamils, Hypo, Rabbit King,